All right, Tuesday is the cut down day. So the Steelers have made their first wave of cuts in order to go from 90, or in their case 91, because they had an international player, but he doesn't count towards the 90. But to go from 90 down to 53. So we're going to take a look at those names, see if anyone stands out. So let's see, where's my mouse? Right here. So on defense, they released linebacker Kenny Willix. He was literally just signed before the Panthers game, and now he was cut. And he was signed because Gareth Warren got injured, so they had waived him. And then defensive backs, Cam Alexander. He was one of the signings in that other transaction where they signed 3 and released 3. Quindell Johnson. He's been with the team, I think, for most of training camp, or at least a good chunk of it. Kyler McMichael. I actually don't even know who that is, if I'm being completely honest with you. And I'm decent about knowing names when it comes to they signed this guy, or this guy's an undrafted, this guy's one of our draft picks, this guy came over from this team. Usually I'm pretty good about that, or I see this guy playing and I see him making plays. Okay, good tackle there, and it was a run play, gain of 5, but the corner came up and made the tackle. Right? And then Mikey Victor. So he was signed. When was he signed? He was signed a little bit ago, but I made the joke that if Mike Vick were to have an alias, it'd be Mikey Victor. On offense, they released offensive lineman Doug Nestor. See, Nestor, I'd heard his name. And Julian Pearl. His name I had not heard. Quarterback, they released Logan Woodside. That's not really a surprise at all, because we're going to go into the season likely with 3 quarterbacks. And it's going to be Aaron starting, probably Mason as the backup, and then this is where it sucks, right? Will never got a shot at a preseason game. So, because of when he broke his finger. So, it's okay, Logan, you're gone. So now we still have 4. So, who's going to be the odd man out? Is someone going to get traded? Is someone going to get put on IR? What can you do, right? Running back, Evan Hull. I saw him a few times. I think he recovered Skylar's fumble versus Jacksonville. I think it was. I think he fumbled versus Jacksonville. He jumped on the ball, which that was a great job by him. But I was never really impressed with his running. I just I wasn't. Trey Sermon, I saw some flashes. Lou Nichols, I definitely saw flashes. From Evan Hull, I don't really see anything. And tight end Kevin Fulch. I didn't see a whole lot from him either. Just because JJ Galbraith is really who I saw more than him. Special teams, long snapper Jake McQuaid. Now, to me, this is huge. And I'm going to explain. So Jake was signed before the preseason game. When, Christian gets hurt versus Tampa, so we don't want Logan Lee long snapping all game versus Carolina. So we signed Jake. The fact we are cutting Jake means, to me, Christian's fine. Or at least he will be fine for the season opener. We would not have released Jake if Christian was going to miss time. So sometime over the next 2.5 weeks until our next game, Christian is going to heal a little bit, and then he'll be able to play. And it's not like he's a starter on offense or defense. And he's not like a primary backup that if someone gets hurt or if someone gets tired, they come in and they play, say, 30, 40 snaps a game. Christian's the long snapper, right? He's going to be out there on punts and field goals. That is it. He won't be out there for kickoffs. He literally snaps the ball. That is his job. So, he's going to play what? 15 snaps a game? 10, 15, somewhere in that ballpark, right? Because I think you get, God, what do you get? Maybe 6? I think you get at least 6 drives per game. If I know correctly. I think you get at least 6. I mean, Boswell kicked 6 field goals versus Atlanta, so even if you call it 10, let's say you get 10 drives per game, right? Average. And your drives either end, now sometimes they end with like turnovers and the long snapper's not needed, but the goal is to end a drive with a kick, no matter what it is. A punt, a field goal, or an extra point. He is out there on all 3 of those. So he may not even play 15. He might play 10 snaps a game. And he will essentially get 3.5 weeks, almost a whole month, to heal his broken sternum. And even if it's not 100% fully healed, he is only playing 10 snaps a game. That is it. So that to me tells me he'll be ready for week 1. No other like crazy oh my gosh, gee golly willikers releases here. There's nothing that was a huge surprise. Jake was a kind of it was a happy surprise, kind of. Because that told me Christian's going to be okay, right? He's not going to miss time. Other guys, you weren't on the team very long. And you know that. You are another body. You're going to get some playing time, like you are, but you're not going to get a whole lot. And this is temporary, you know. So, that is it for this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do leave a like. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on. I'll see all you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.